And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live stream where I answer your questions about cell phone plans to help you save the most amount of money possible on your cell phone bill. We've got some exciting topics today, some updates to CoverageMap.com. We're going international. It's very exciting. Talking about Google Fi's new plans today, and of course, answering whatever questions you have about your specific plan or what's best for this many lines, or whatever else you may be wondering. Before we dive in, we've got some amazing faces in the crowd today. We've got Big Tank here. Hello. Welcome from Detroit. Glad to have you here. Kirk, welcome. You're very early, actually, with this comment, but a great comment. Great to see you here. Skylar Green, what is up? I think I already said Skylar, so you get in here twice. V-Graphs, what is happening? Max, great to see you in the chat as well. Kitsune, cheers. Welcome to the live stream. Big made it just in time. Yes, you did. And to get a shout out. Mojo, welcome. How you doing? I'm doing mighty fine. I hope you're doing well as well. Angel Stuff, hey Stetson, hello. Glad to see you here. Jaime, welcome. Great to see your name here in the chat as well. Voodoo 1013, great seeing you here as well. Yes, it is a Monday night live stream. Jordan, thank you so much. Great to see you here as well. I sticker associated with this, or it's just like the channel member. Yeah, channel member. Great to have you here. Cool 30, welcome. Angel Stuff, watching from New York City. Awesome. I hope you're having some good weather up in New York and you're enjoying the day. Jake, great to see you here as well. Gaurav Gary, welcome. From Charlotte, North Carolina. I've heard amazing things about Charlotte. Raymond Suarez, welcome. Renee, thank you. Oh, Renee's been on Visible Plus Pro for $25. Renee, I don't know how you pulled that off. That is just outrageously good. Haha, Scott. These streams are starting to make me look forward to Mondays. Yes, Monday, it can be an excellent day. So excellent to see you all here. Oh no, the weather is horrible. Well, at least you get to be inside and watching the live stream. Wow, Rob, great to see you here as well. That you're actually earlier on time. I think we should dive in. We've got some very exciting news on the coverage map front. We've been getting a lot of questions, requests, ideas, opportunities that come from you all. And I'm excited to say that one of these ideas is finally here. One of our most requested features for CoverageMap.com is to go international. And for the first time since we launched, first time ever for us, we are international. And check this out. So this is it. CoverageMap.com in the UK. We're completely live. We actually had a partnership with a speed testing service called Speed Check. So we already loaded in a bunch of data points. You can zoom in and compare coverage. You click on any square, you're getting a breakdown. And in the UK, there's different networks. So let me zoom in here so you can see this. And let's actually full screen this, get me out of here so you can see this as well. EE, O2, 3, and Vodafone, you're going to be able to compare them. And of course, the legendary best carrier color profile works, and you can instantly color all of the UK by the carrier with the fastest speeds in each square. We are looking at best download right now. If we just click on one of these, I think that is EE. Yeah, EE. I mean, if you're in the UK, very low probability there is someone from the UK watching this. But if you happen to be from the UK and you're watching this, I'm curious what you think. Is this accurate? What do you think of the data points? Of course, if you zoom into London, you get an even more detailed, broken down, nuanced view of the data. And you look at all of the data speeds here as well. Honestly, some pretty impressive speeds. What are we looking at here? I know this just hit you with a bunch of numbers on screen. It's like one of those games you used to play where you, I don't know, explode mines or whatever. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Looks like we're getting 307, 659, 68, 228. I wonder what the fastest speed is in the UK. Big, what happened to Ireland? You just left them out. Well, I think Ireland, I don't want to misspeak here, but I think we consider Ireland its own country and as separate from England. And I guess England is maybe more, or the UK. I know there's a difference, but they're considered separate in our system. And so we're launching just with the UK right now, and I guess Northern Ireland is also part of the UK. We'll get Ireland eventually. We have our first super chat of the evening. Hi, May. Thank you so much for your generosity and your support. The question says, thoughts on having 300 gigabytes of hotspot data with Verizon Unlimited and 100 gigabyte perk for extra $10. Good value or overkill? I mean, this is a great question. And for those of you who are curious, I mean, if you go to Verizon's website, we'll just pull that up right now on the side so we can take a look. And of course, if you are curious and interested in seeing the coverage map, map.coveragemap.com, this is completely free. There's also a cool 3D view so you can see the speeds. Wow, that's awesome. This is the first time I'm doing this, so forgive me for being extra excited about it. But it looks like who's red? I think that's the big question here, or this sort of off red color. Let's go 2D so I can actually click on one of these. It is 3. Interesting. So it looks like in most places, EE is performing really well, but 3 is putting up some fast speeds. That is so cool. All right. Anyway, hi, man. We got to answer your question. We're on the Verizon website right now. Let's take a look. So, Verizon's plans, their newest one, how do you even find this? Coverage, security, reliability. I just want to see the plans, Verizon. All right, we're on business. Let's go to personal. I don't know how we ended up here. All right, plans. Okay, mobile. Okay, I clicked mobile. And okay, if we scroll down, we get the plans. Let's start with plans, I guess. I really just want the break. Here we go. Now we're cooking. So, unlimited ultimate all the way on the left. This is coming with, well, it's a little deceptive advertising, I think. Unlimited mobile hotspot data. But Jaime's point, it is 200 gigabytes of hotspot data at full speeds. And then you're getting unlimited hotspot data at 6 megabits per second. So that's what the deal is. And then Verizon also offers a perk. If we go down to the perk section and we attempt to scroll, is that an option here? Okay, there's a button right here. You see it? It's over the Apple logo on Apple Music. Nice. There's a 100 gigabyte mobile hotspot add-on that is $10. I like how Verizon says save $35. Like, what? I don't think there's a way to buy this for $35 if you wanted to. Like, where is that number coming from? Kind of ridiculous. Anyway, is it overkill or is it a good value? I think, Jaime, it really comes down to your specific needs. If you are someone who is using a lot of hotspot data on your device, maybe you're traveling, you're on a road trip, you're in an RV, maybe you have a dedicated phone that is like the RV data phone. You pop the hotspot on that device and you connect everything to it because your phone gets quite toasty if you're using hotspot from it for a lot. I think it could be well utilized and people could easily take advantage of all of that hotspot data. For most people, though, I do think it's overkill. I think 99.9% of people are not using that much hotspot data. So I do think it's overkill. It's nice that it's there. And it's this cool, like, I've got this enormous pool of hotspot data if I want it. Like, if I wanted to stream all of the Lord of the Rings movies in full 4K off of my hotspot, I could do that. And that's pretty cool. But yeah, for most people, I do think it's overkill. It just really depends on what your needs are. Yeah, maybe you have poor home internet or you're traveling a lot, working from coffee shops. That's all I can think of. I wouldn't really I don't think I would sign up for Verizon's plan just for the hotspot. I would probably sign up for the other features that it includes, like 50% off a watch and tablet line, the unlimited priority data, the excellent international roaming, the best device trade-in deals that Verizon offers. I think those make unlimited ultimate a little bit more compelling for me. And The perks, right? Like I use a lot of these perks. Apple One, boom, I could save $5 a month on that. Wow, their website is just so bad. I love Disney Plus. Currently watching Andor, like could save money there. Looks like I could save money with Netflix and Max, although I would want the ad-free option. Despise advertisements in my streaming services. And oh my gosh, my favorite perk of all time, YouTube Premium. This is the best perk Verizon offers, at least my favorite perk that Verizon offers. So yeah, I'd really consider Verizon for other things outside the hotspot data, but a hotspot data, it's like icing on the cake, if you know what I mean. I mean, it's delicious when you need it, when you're hankering for that hotspot. So Jaime, I hope that's helpful. Sir Rezel. Hey, Stetson, I have 3 lines for $142. That was up to $170 on T-Mobile. Sir Rezel, what happened? Oh my gosh, T-Mobile that's like highway robbery right there. Should I stay on Magenta Max Military for business or swap to something else? That is a fantastic question, Sir Rizzle. And I think we should just dive right into the answer right now. So if you're on Magenta Max Military for business, you are looking at about $300 every 2 years in trade-in value for your devices. So let me just see what we got cooking. Let's group by lines. I think, I'm trying to see if I don't think I added Magenta Max to this. And you're on 170 for 3 lines. So that's going to be $56 per line. Well, we'll find out right now, live on stream. So my favorite tool for this is this free spreadsheet that I made. And Sir Rizzle, we're just going to hide your comment so that we can see more of the spreadsheet because it's not optimized for mobile viewing. And I think you said, yeah, 3 lines. So let's go to 3 lines. And let's just add in your Magenta Max plan and see where it stands, right? So can I can't edit it because this is the view only mode. Let's quickly pop into the edit view. Here we go. Boom. You obviously can't see that, so let's quickly present, share screen, window. This is it. Huge. We're in business. All right. Let's find out right now on stream. So we're going to group by lines. We're going to go down to the 3-line category, and we're going to go kind of in the middle here, add a row below, and this is going to be T-Mobile. Wow. Magenta Max Military. Okay. 3 lines. Let's actually go and copy and paste this because we are time efficient or lazy, whichever you prefer. I like to think of myself as time efficient. Estimated device trade-in is going to be $300. I'll zoom in even more so it's obnoxiously large. Yeah, estimated device. Can I hide some of this stuff? Oh, now we're talking. Yeah, T-Mobile go. What did I say? Yeah, the Magenta Max Military. Let's go ahead and highlight this so I can see it better, and hopefully so you can see it better. $300 is going to be the estimated trade-in credit. I'm saying you're upgrading to an iPhone Pro Max model or whatever. This is stand-in, but should give us a good baseline, like what plan is more expensive kind of deal. And then most importantly is actually going to be the monthly price. So it sounds like you're paying $170. And when I did the math, 170 divided by 3, $56.66. So let's go ahead and enter that here in the spreadsheet. $56.66. That's the cost per line. All right, so now we're cooking. We've got our cost, total cost over the 3 years, and we've got our per year cost per line. And what we're going to do is I'm going to zoom out a little bit so I can see sort by cost per year. So it's the lowest. Perfect. And now, ooh, it's not what we wanted to see. Magenta Max Military, with the cost per year that you're paying right now, it turns out that is one of the more expensive options for 3 lines, specifically with doing a trade-in deal from T-Mobile and grabbing that iPhone 16 Pro Max. What are the cheaper options? Well, you could go with, this might sound crazy, but I think T-Mobile Go 5G, they're done with the Go 5G plans. I think Experience More would actually be cheaper. And I was just working on a spreadsheet for that. So let's see if I can bring that up. and show that on the screen as well, just to give you another breakdown. It was for 4 lines though, so maybe we don't want to do that. I mean, I think experience more. Let's just add it in right now. Real time. Insert row below. We'll do experience more. We're going to highlight this because otherwise I'll lose it in the abyss of the spreadsheet. 3 lines. What is experience more for 3 lines? T-Mobile.com. We're really pulling our resources here. Some people are just saying US Mobile, just like, don't do the spreadsheet, don't do the math. It's for bragging rights. That's what the hotspot data is for. And honestly, so true. Why get Visible Plus or Unlimited Ultimate when Visible Plus exists? You guys are right. Oh, got US Mobile on your recommendation. So far, great coverage. Only one issue on group chat with iPhone users can't send messages. I can see them, but can't reply to them on Android. RCS works, but not group. Interesting. I wonder, what network are you on? If you're on the AT&T network, that is actually, unfortunately, the situation of things right now. But if you're on Verizon, then you should have RCS. And I think T-Mobile on US Mobile has RCS too. But all right, let's finish this out. I feel like I get distracted sometimes. You guys just ask so many questions faster than I can answer them, which I appreciate. Unlimited phone plans. You can't see this. Can I? Boom. We're not going to log in. 3 lines. 140. That is less than 170. Interesting. All right. So 140, and that's going to be divided by 3, $46 per line. Slap that in the $46 per line category. Do some quick copy paste. It is going to be $830 of trading credit. And let me see, 24-month financing. That seems good. Am I missing something else? I feel like I am. Okay, let's cheat a little bit. Copy, paste, experience more. And then 830. And then let's update that price to the 140 divided by 3, 46.66. Boom. And highlight this sucker. Highlighted. All right. So now with experience more, and we can, let's go ahead and just sort by price again. This poor spreadsheet's just going to be like so mutilated by the time I'm done with it and adjusted. All right, here we go. So back to the original question, Sir Razr. Thank you again for your support. I hope we're making progress here. Let's close that. This is obnoxiously zoomed in. So maybe we'll zoom out a little bit and we'll make me really small. Cool. So here's the situation. I'm looking at these pricing breakdowns. This is factoring in upgrading your phone every 3 years. And T-Mobile Experience More is coming out to be one of the more affordable options here. You could go to AT&T Unlimited Starter. That would be even more affordable and likely give you the features you need. But if you want to stick with T-Mobile, Experience More looks like it's going to be cheaper in price with that 3rd line free promo. They are giving about $830 off for trading in your old device, which makes the net device cost much lower, $370. And the cost per line with that 3rd line free is pretty reasonable as well, bringing your total to $683 per line per year. Compare that to the Magenta Max plan you're on right now, if I'm understanding correctly, $979 per line per year. So I would consider looking at switching to Experience More. If you're like, you know what, I just want something super affordable, you could grab any prepaid plan that's around $25 to $35 a month. People already mentioned, a few of them in the chat. Visible is great if you want Verizon coverage. If you want to stick with T-Mobile coverage, you could honestly consider Mint Mobile. They've got a really good deal going on right now where if you grab their annual plan, limited time offer, just $20 a month, right? And then $20 per line per month. I mean, you're looking at $60 a month for 3 lines. That is outrageous. So that's kind of what I would consider. Some other people mentioned US Mobile could be a great option. Or honestly, Metro by T-Mobile, they just updated their plans. And if you're looking at 3 lines, you're looking at 110 a month for the Metro Flex Unlimited. This will be deprioritized. You're getting 35 gigs of QCI 7 and then unlimited QCI 9, 8 gigs of hotspot data. So it's not really on the same tier as your Magenta Max plan, and it's also a lot less. So it kind of comes down to, do you want the perks of Magenta Max, or are you willing to save money? So, Sir Rizzle, I hope that is helpful. Definitely let me know if you have further questions. But yeah, based on what I'm seeing, I would look at T-Mobile Experience more, or consider one of those prepaid options. And I've got a bunch on my site that you can check out. We'll go to best phone plans here, and just some top picks. You can't even see that. Boom. But US Mobile, Visible, Visible Plus Pro, annual plans, you got Mint. I think you get the idea. So yeah, I hope that is helpful, and thank you again for your generosity and your support. All right, we got a couple more questions in here. Benjamin Price, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Benjamin says, "Hey, it's me again. I use the CoverageMap app you advertised to check out the most reliable carrier in my area, and it says AT&T. Should I get an MNO or MVNO?" Benjamin, this is a fantastic question, and I think a question a lot of people wonder. Should you go with the big carrier that runs the network, or should you consider a potentially more affordable prepaid carrier, but at what cost? What's the trade-off? So on the AT&T network, you're looking to go with either AT&T directly, or you could consider their carrier-owned prepaid brand, aka Cricket Wireless, or you could consider other MVNOs or prepaid carriers that also use AT&T for coverage. I think the number one MVNO on AT&T right now is US Mobile, because of their affordable plans and their premium features. So, what do you like? What's the difference, right? What are you missing out on? I would say for most people, there is almost no difference between going with AT&T directly and going with a prepaid carrier. But I guess there are some nuances to that. AT&T, you're going to get the phone trade-in deals. I mean, if we go to AT&T's website right now, AT&T.com, let's see what they're offering us. Yeah, I mean, they're ready to hand us a free phone for signing up. Get a Samsung Galaxy S25 Plus on us. Up to $800 for each line you bring. Galaxy S25 Ultra, $25 off. Oops, sorry about that. iPhone 16 Plus for $10 with no trade-in required. iPhone 16 Pro Max for up to $1,000 off. AT&T is offering the big device trade-in deals. You will not get these deals from a prepaid carrier. Instead, what you will get is crazy affordable service. So if we go to US Mobile's website, for example, and we show this on stream, you can see they are doing a free Pixel 9a offer and $400 off a Pixel 9 or Pixel 9 Pro. But the big savings really come from the plans. So if you're looking at the monthly option, you can consider US Mobile Unlimited Premium. This is on the AT&T network, so identical coverage, well, almost identical coverage to AT&T. $35 a month with code FULLSPEED for your first 12 months. It is truly unlimited priority data. You're getting 200 gigabytes of hotspot data, 100 gigs at full speed, 100 gigs at 8 megabits per second. You're getting up to 20 gigabytes of free international data, free international calling and texting, and there's some additional benefits as well, but that's the gist of it. $35. That is substantially less than the $65, $75, and $85 that AT&T is asking for their plans. I mean, if we just go to plans here and let's just pull up AT&T so you can take a look. I mean, for a single line, unlimited starter starting at $66. It's deprioritized, 5 gigs of hotspot, 480p video. US Mobile's got 4K video streaming, and that's kind of it. So what you're looking at, AT&T, high cost of the plan, but cheap phone. US Mobile, you've got a super affordable plan, but you do need to buy the phone at full price. So that's one difference. The other difference is coverage. I kind of touched on this. It's almost exactly the same, but US Mobile won't get the roaming coverage. Now, where does AT&T have roaming coverage? This is, and I wish there was an easier way to show this, but I think it's just on a coverage map. You have to look for areas with partner service. So I'll see if it shows up. They might not even show it on their coverage map. To be honest, I'm not going to be giving feedback. It's not very good. It's kind of slow. I think here we go. This is it. This is perfect. We actually found an example. Benjamin Price, we're going to get your comment out of here for just a second so we can see it. So right here, you see this. What color? I'm going to say green. Teal? An off teal? Green? Green blue? I'm going to say green. This greenish area is partner coverage. And this is roaming coverage where AT&T is actually roaming on a network for coverage in that area. I think this is Cellcom. I could be mistaken, but I think it's the Cellcom network or some like regional network in this area. And Max, if he's watching, he would know. Maybe I'm just incorrect, but either way, it is a partner network. And US Mobile may not get access to this coverage zone. So if you live in this area, you might not get service on US Mobile in this specific area. But there is good news, Benjamin, because if you are using the CoverageMap website, let me actually go ahead and pull this up. If you are using the CoverageMap website, we show the native coverage on all of the networks. So if you get coverage from the map that is shown on our website, you will get coverage where you live on AT&T. And I will show that right now. Let's actually zoom back to United States. Perfect. And add this to the stream. Here it is. So if you go to AT&T, let's just say all, and you zoom in, I mean, you can see on our coverage map, there is now a gaping hole where that roaming coverage was on the native AT&T map. And so what you're looking at here is the native AT&T network with no roaming agreements. This is everything you would get access to on US Mobile and is probably 99.9% the same. It's just this 0.1% certain areas that don't get coverage. And that's true with most MVNOs as well. They just don't get access to those same domestic roaming agreements. But otherwise, that's really it. You're getting, again, like 99.9% the same coverage. You can get the same priority. US Mobile somehow offers priority data on their plan. So, Benjamin, if I'm in your shoes and I've got a single line, personally, I'm signing up for US Mobile. Kind of depends what your usage is, I would say. But if it's me, I'm going to their network. I'm looking at plans. I'm probably, I mean, my personal line is on the unlimited starter line. So I'd probably look at that. It's going to give you 70 gigs of high-speed data and 20 gigs of hotspot on AT&T. Very good offer. And then, I mean, this one's hard to beat too. $35 for unlimited priority data on AT&T, the 200 gigs of hotspot, the 4K video streaming. Who am I kidding? I'd probably treat myself. I like those features. They're top notch. I'd probably go unlimited premium. So that is what I would consider for a single line coverage on AT&T. Or if you wanted annual, boom, you could grab that for as low as $29 or starter for $19. I might change my answer again. Starter for 19, crazy good. Okay, so Benjamin, I hope that's helpful. Let me know if you have any follow-up questions and definitely happy to answer those. We have some more questions zooming in. LG times TM74. Thank you for your generosity and support. The LG says support for Spanish on CoverageMap coming anytime. I'm sad to say that is not currently on the roadmap, although we do want to support multiple countries, multiple languages going forward as we expand out to multiple countries. So hopefully we will have Spanish, but it is not a priority, at least right now. So I'm sorry for that. Green, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Do you think Dish will go bankrupt? What effect do you think that would have on the wireless industry? And would there be any benefits for customers? Well, I mean, look, I'm excited for Dish. I'm excited for Boost Mobile. I like what they're doing. Also, it doesn't really seem to me that they're gaining a whole lot of traction. So if they didn't exist, I don't think there would be much change in the industry as a whole. You would just have I don't know how many, 7 million, 8 million customers. Someone correct me on that. However many customers that Dish has or Boost Mobile has, they would just migrate to other plans and other carriers. And honestly, I think you can get better plans from other carriers. I mean, look at Visible Plus, look at Visible Plus Pro, look at what US Mobile is doing with their unlimited premium plan. Like, this is outrageously good. So I don't think it would have that much effect. Really, if we're being honest here, I think the bigger players are Xfinity Mobile and Spectrum Mobile. They are adding tons of subscribers, becoming a driving force in the telecom industry. So I'm surprised to say that the mobile broadband providers are becoming key players in the cell phone plan space, but it's what's happening. I mean, Xfinity just updated their plans with 100 gigs of priority data, great features, good prices. And I think Spectrum Mobile has been, or Spectrum's been throwing in a free line of their mobile service for internet customers. So, really, really good offers there. Uh, I don't think there would be benefits to consumers, only downsides, because the Dish network, at least as I understand it right now, I think is very hard to integrate into the other networks. So I don't think Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile, I don't think they want Dish's spectrum or their towers. I think if Dish needed help, they would probably sell to maybe more like an Amazon or a Microsoft or something, and those companies could utilize the spectrum in maybe a different way or a new way, or who knows, bundle cell service in with your Microsoft 365 Office suite. Could you imagine? I'm not sure how I feel about that, but that's what I think. So, Green, thank you very much again for the generosity. Let's just see. Oh, this is kind of related. Margaret saying, who has higher priority, Cricket top tier plan or US Mobile Dark Star with promo full speed? Where can I find this info? Margaret, great question. If we just head on over to the Best Phone Plans website, and I'll show this on the screen right now. So I have this cool compare plans page. This allows you to compare all the cell phone plans. Let's just say coverage, AT&T, and we'll do features, priority data. There it is, boom. And now you're only looking at plans with AT&T coverage that have priority data. US Mobile's plans, these are a little misleading because these are on AT&T, T-Mobile, or Verizon. It turns out priority is only on Verizon. So let's try and filter those out. Let's just do data amount unlimited. So now you're looking at unlimited plans on AT&T with priority data. Boom. That's going to be US Mobile's Dark Star plan. This is priority data. It is QCI. It's QCI 7 is what it is. And that is consumer priority, I think. No, it's QCI 8. It's QCI 8. That is consumer priority on AT&T. And if you look at the other options here, it looks like, yeah, so Cricket's unlimited plan is also unlimited priority. And this is also QCI 8 top priority. And what's cool is if you click see details, this just opens up a new page that gives you all of the information about the plan, a little summary at the top, multi-month savings options, and then you get the full detailed breakdown. And then here you can see the QCI value. So data priority level and then QCI value. And the way AT&T works is QCI 6, I think, is like first responder business, things like that. QCI 7, that's going to be your AT&T Turbo, your paid add-on for AT&T postpaid subscribers. QCI 8 is all priority. That's going to be the default for unlimited premium, unlimited extra, and then Cricket and US Mobile. And then QCI 9 is deprioritized, and that's the default for most MVNOs. So I hope that is helpful. We also have some extra super chats we got to go through here. Mercy, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Mercy says, which unlimited plan would you recommend if you need a decent amount of gigs of high-speed hotspot on Verizon network, trying to pay as little as possible? Mercy, I have the plan for you. Okay, so check this out. If we pull up the website here and the answer, let's reset the filters, make sure we're looking at one line. The answer is Visible Plus, okay? Visible Plus, they have two options. You can either do their month-to-month plan, which is going to be $35 a month, or you can commit to 12 months, and that drops the rate down to 31. For the sake of this, let's say you go with Visible Plus, the regular one. You're getting unlimited priority data on the Verizon network. You're getting unlimited hotspot data at 10 megabits per second. So I don't know if maybe this is enough for you, but I think this is plenty for most people. Unlimited hotspot at 10 megabits per second. I mean, that's enough to stream 1080p videos on YouTube. You can use your laptop, make video calls, do stuff like that. You're getting 1080p video streaming. You can add a watch if you wanted to, and you get some decent options for international features as well. 35 bucks is very hard to beat, Mercy. So I think this would be my pick. If you did want something a little bit better, you may consider Visible Plus Pro. This is going to up that hotspot data to 15 megabits per second, but it also ups that price from $35 to $45 a month, or from $31 to $38 a month if you go for that annual option. But this is probably going to be my pick. The regular Visible Plus plan, best price to performance ratio for your hotspot data. So, Mercy, that is my answer on the Verizon network. If you, for whatever reason, were like, I need more, I need extra, then you may consider Verizon Unlimited Ultimate with that unlimited hotspot data. Again, the full details here. Sorry, I just don't like that Verizon doesn't list that out on their website. If we pull up the plan here, it's 200 gigs of high-speed hotspot and then unlimited at 6 megabits per second. But you're over double the price, right? So 90 bucks a month for unlimited ultimate. You could knock it down if you bring your own device with that BYOD promo. But yeah, I would go Visible Plus. And actually, now that you mention it, Visible is running a promo right now where you can grab their plan for $5 off. So instead of 35 bucks, check this out, Mercy. You can get Visible Plus with 5G ultra wideband for 30 bucks a month for your first 12 months. And that's using promo code SPRING5. So I think this is your answer. I'm putting my foot down or my mouse down. I think that is your answer. So I hope that's helpful. I also have a chat here from Jake. Jake, thank you so much. Jake says, hey, my BF is paying $282 for 5 lines. Is that a good plan for him? He's on T-Mobile Essentials. Oof. Jake. All right. 282 divided by 5. We're looking at $56 per line for Essentials. Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Jake. The truth is, no, that is not a good deal. And I'll show you exactly why. So taking a look here, T-Mobile Essentials is, let's actually pull up T-Mobile. It's not a good plan from the start. All right. So T-Mobile Essentials, 60 bucks. Obviously, it's a little different because he's got 5 lines, so the pricing's off, but 60 bucks. It is deprioritized. Hotspot is capped at 600 kilobits per second, which for my own personal testing, I feel is unusable. It made me want to throw my laptop against the wall. Just not fast at all. And then very limited international features. So it's not a good plan. And $282 is very expensive. Let's go in here. Let's clear this out. Let's say coverage, T-Mobile, lines, 5 lines. Let's get rid of this. And what are we cooking? I mean, on one hand, Jake, is that including device financing maybe? Because I'm seeing Essentials for 120. But either way, I don't think you want Essentials for 120. Let's clear that out. I mean, Mint's a ripping deal right now. Let's just do their unlimited plan. So Mint Mobile unlimited for 12 months. This is $20 a line a month for the first year if you were to consider switching to that. So $20 a line a month times 5 lines, $100 a month. You could literally drop the bill from $282 to just $100 a month for your first year. Of course, taxes and fees would be extra there. Another really good option. Where is it? I'm thinking, Google Fi Unlimited Standard. Honestly, really good as well. This gives you, so it goes from deprioritized data to priority data. You have 50 gigs high speed and then 256 kilobits per second. Should be plenty for most people. Now you get 25 gigs of hotspot data. I love having hotspot data. I think that is awesome. And Google Fi includes a free watch line with this plan. So really, really good plan for 125 bucks. Oh, I haven't added in the new Metro plans yet. Adding that to my to-do list. We're going to go to Metro by T-Mobile. They also have a really good plan on the T-Mobile network. that I would personally choose over T-Mobile Essentials. And it's going to be that Metro Flex Unlimited. If you go to, I guess you can't go up to 5 lines on the website, but 120 a month divided by 5, divided by 4 is about $30 a line. So maybe like 150 for 5 lines. And that's going to be truly unlimited data. It is deprioritized. I don't think that matters on T-Mobile. I always mention it, but I think I should take the time to get some stats behind it. And then 8 gigs of hotspot data along with 100 gigabytes Google One membership, or Metro Flex Unlimited Plus. This could be decent as well because you're getting that Amazon Prime included. HD video streaming, which is super nice for anyone who consumes video content on their phone. And you can add a watch and tablet line for only $5 a month when you bring your device. So I really like these. Jake, if your boyfriend is paying $282, I'm assuming there's some device financing going on. And that is an important caveat, because if your boyfriend wants to switch from T-Mobile Essentials to another carrier, typically what has to happen is the devices need to be paid off. And that could potentially be a really high upfront cost for doing that. So, excuse me, if you've only paid off, say 50% of an iPhone or a Pixel phone, okay, you could potentially owe between $400 and $600 on that device up front. And, that could be a hefty price to pay, but I would consider doing it. I think when you get your device unlocked, you can pick any plan from any carrier and you can really bring that monthly cost down. I mean, we were looking at estimated, maybe 150 for this plan. I don't know what this one is for 5 lines, but let's call it 160-ish. Or, I mean, even lower with some of the plans we were looking at over here. 125 a month for 5 lines on Google Fi, 125 from US Mobile. Yeah. So I would look at some of the options for sure. And depending on data usage, I mean, you could go down $82 a month total. And this is with 30 gigs of shared data. Really depends how much data each line needs, but still really good option from US Mobile. So Jake, I hope that is helpful. Again, you really do want to crunch the numbers on, like, take a look at the bill, see how many lines are being financed, what's owed on those devices, make sure they get paid off, make sure they get unlocked, and then you can start looking at switching. So, I mean, it's not necessarily a bad price, depending on what the overall bundle is, I would say. And I also think Essentials isn't that good of a plan, and you can get a better plan from another carrier. So, Jake, I hope that is helpful. I know that was kind of a long answer. Mark, thank you so much. Great to see you in the chat today. Always appreciate it. Always appreciate your support. Travis, welcome to the YouTube member club. Travis, Stetson, are you there? VGraphs mentioned how jacked you are with the jawline and wants to know your workout regimen. Thank you so much for the support and generosity. Honestly, I've just been running, skiing, and going to CrossFit. So consider giving it a try. Drake, any plan better than Darkstar for the fastest, highest quality unlimited plan? Drake, there is currently no better plan than US Mobile Unlimited Premium Darkstar on the AT&T network. I mean, we can pull it up and we can go through the options, right? Just quickly grab some water here. So we're looking at one line. Coverage is going to be on AT&T. Doesn't matter the carrier. We want unlimited, and we want that priority. Boom. Yeah, so your options, let's scroll down. The single most affordable, best option is going to be US Mobile Unlimited Premium Darkstar 12 months. Their annual, maybe I should say annual. Just cut it down a little bit. You can get this for $33 a month. Actually, if we go to their website, annual, currently discounted to $29. Guys, this is just outrageously good. $29 for truly unlimited priority data on the AT&T network. I mean, you can see it. Oops, you can see it here. Most affordable option. You could also grab AT&T FirstNet. Also need to update that plan. Actually, I heard that is outdated. You could do the monthly version. That is $44 a month. Or you can use US Mobile's promo code. Grab it for $35 a month for your first 12 months, which is just unreasonably good. And then you've got Allvoy. They're kind of reselling AT&T. Not 100% sure if I'd recommend them. AT&T prepaid unlimited max. This is also a good plan, but it's not as good because look, 50 gigs of priority versus US Mobile is unlimited priority. And then 25 gigs hotspot versus 200 gigs hotspot on US Mobile. Same 4K video streaming. That's good. You can add a tablet here for $25. Kind of expensive. And then some pretty decent international features as well. This is a pretty good plan, and US Mobile is just way better. So I would go to US Mobile. Cricket Unlimited, you actually now do get unlimited priority, same as US Mobile, but only 15 gigs of hotspot compared to 200 gigs of hotspot. And the real downside for me is actually this 480p video streaming. Just makes social media load a little bit slower, video content take a little bit longer to buffer. Not a big fan, especially on a $55 plan. And because you can get 4K streaming on US Mobile for a significant discount over this. You can add a watch and tablet on Cricket if that's important to you. Cricket may be a good option to consider. And Cricket also does have a pretty decent multi-line discount here. If we actually see details, I have that queued up. So it'll load the plan. And then here are the lines. So 4 lines, 130 divided by 4, $32.50 a line. That's a really good value. So if you got a family plan, Drake, I would consider going with Cricket. If you've got a single line, I think US Mobile all day, every day. And then you finally get to the AT&T postpaid plan. And like, what is AT&T even doing? Like 75 gigs of priority, 30 gigs hotspot, 480p videos still. And now, I mean, with US Mobile's annual discount, this is now twice the price. So the answer is there is no better plan. This is it. US Mobile Unlimited Premium, $35 for your first year, or $29 for your first year if you do that annual option. Unbeatable. Simply unbeatable. And then, yeah, you have some other options. But yeah, US Mobile, hands down, the best one if you want priority data on AT&T. Oh my gosh, the super chats keep rolling in. You guys are so generous. Who is next here? One Up Gamer. Thank you so much for your generosity and support. One Up Gamer says, hi, what are some good recommendations when using phone, watch, and tablet with priority data? Fantastic question. Let's just let's filter this out because I genuinely don't know off the top of my head. I would say Visible, but I don't think Visible is intended to work in tablets. So let's go ahead and find out. So we need one line. Coverage doesn't matter. Carrier doesn't matter. It doesn't sound like data allotment matters, so we can uncheck that. The features do matter. So we need priority data. We need tablet support. Where is this? Add a tablet line. I should probably rename that and then add a tablet line. So smartwatch and tablet, boom. What are we looking at? US Mobile could be a good option. I'd say US Mobile on the Verizon is probably the best and most affordable option. So let's just walk through their site. So they've got a bunch of plans here, and their website will have a couple more. If we head over, well, the website, it'll be the same, but you can kind of see what I'm talking about. I guess this is kind of confusing because they advertise AT&T, but I guess what's important is the watch. So with US Mobile, the watch only works on Verizon, and you have either the monthly option or the annual option. It's free if you get unlimited premium. And if you don't, it's $9.50 a month. Or I guess you want the companion plan. So yeah, $9.50 a month. Annual drops it down to $78 a year or $6.50 a month. So pretty affordable for that watch line. Again, included for free with unlimited premium. And if we look at US Mobile Unlimited Premium, let's see here. That's going to be this one. US Mobile Unlimited Premium Warp, $44, 100 gigs of high-speed data, and then unlimited data at 1 megabit per second. It is priority data on the Verizon network. You can use up to 50 gigabytes of that data as hotspot data, and you're getting 720p video streaming at 4 megabits per second. That watch line is included for free, and I say $10 to add a tablet, but really what's happening is you're just adding a tablet on one of US Mobile's by the gig plans, or I believe their unlimited plans will also work in tablets, but honestly, don't quote me on that because they may have updated their terms. But last I checked, by the gig plans did work in tablets on Verizon, so you could grab maybe a 5 gig plan for $15 to throw on your tablet. That's also going to have priority data if you're activating with 5G on Verizon. So that could be a really affordable option. I mean, all in, you're looking at maybe 10 to $15. Watch line is free, so 44 plus 15, $60 a month could be really good. Another one that I'm actually thinking of now is going to be, yes, Google Fi Unlimited Premium. So Google Fi Unlimited Premium is the new plan. The Unlimited Plus plan is discontinued now, and you can actually see they made some big upgrades: 50 gigs to 100 gigs of priority data. Hotspot went from included to now being dedicated 50 gigs. And One Up Gamer, most importantly for you, you're getting a free watch line and a free tablet line with Google Fi Unlimited Premium. So 100 gigs of premium data on the T-Mobile network. You can use up to 50 gigs of that as hotspot data, free watch, free tablet, and your plan just works in over 200 countries. 50 gigs of roaming, completely free, 200 destinations, 100 gigs in Canada and Mexico. Worth noting that international calls are billed at 20 cents per minute for talk. So that's something to keep in mind. Otherwise, the other plans that are showing up here, looks like Cricket does support adding a watch and a tablet, and their unlimited premium plan does come with unlimited priority on AT&T. This could be a good option as well, but I think $10 extra for that watch and $35 extra for that tablet makes this plan very expensive. I would definitely consider Google Fi over this. I will say Xfinity Mobile could be a good option as well. It's on Verizon, so 100 gigs of priority on Verizon, 30 gigs of hotspot, and then you get 600 kilobits per second speeds for hotspot, 4K video, which is super nice, $10 to add that watch, and $30 to add that tablet. So those are probably some of the options I would look at. It is worth noting, I think Boost Mobile did just offer support for tablet and watch lines. I probably haven't updated this yet. So definitely got to add that to my list of things. Every time I do one of these streams, it's like, all right, here's 10 things to update about the website. I think based on these options, I would probably lean personally towards either Google Fi Unlimited Premium or maybe taking a look at Xfinity. What's cool about Xfinity, right, is they can bundle it with your internet, so sometimes you get a discount. I'm sure the same is true for Spectrum Mobile Unlimited Plus. Yeah, $10 watch add-on, $55 tablet add-on though. That could be wrong. Okay, that could be wrong. So I should also update that. But yeah, the cost just adds up. But I mean, hey, if you get a discount on your internet, maybe it's worth it. Yeah, personally, I'm going US Mobile Unlimited Premium. I'm grabbing that free watch line included, and then I'm adding a tablet on probably the $15 5 gig plan is what I would do. Or if the unlimited plans work, I would just throw it on unlimited starter, $25. It'll be 35 gigs of high speed data, which is pretty good for the price, I think. Yeah. So One Up Gamer, I hope that is helpful. Those are some plans with priority data and support the tablet and hotspot. And if you wanted to compare these yourself, again, just head on over to the Best Phone Plans website and just, apply the filters that you need, the lines, the data you want, the features you want, and if you're eligible for any discounts. This might accidentally filter things out. So age 55 plus, like you're only getting the T-Mobile options, but something to consider. So I hope that is helpful. And thank you again for your generosity and your support. Oof. Interesting question. Sid, thank you so much for your super chat, my friend. Call me a nerd, but I say pay $75 for Go 5G. Can you recommend me a plan and carrier with a minimum of 50 to 100 gigs of priority data? I do ATM business for living. Sid, absolutely. I'm unsure what ATM business means, but pretty similar story here. I mean, if we pull up these plans, kind of depends what network is best in your area. Let's do unlimited for the data allotment, and then we don't actually need the smartwatch and the tablet. And let's just scroll down here. Oh man, Yeah, so you got some really good options. Mobile X Unlimited, 25 bucks for 199 gigs of priority data on the Verizon network, 10 gigs of hotspot. This could be really good. It's Verizon though, so different from T-Mobile. If you wanted to stick with T-Mobile, I don't think you need priority data on T-Mobile. That's my hot take right now. And I don't want to, I feel like I'm overemphasizing it. I really don't think priority data makes that much of a difference. So I would probably go with US Mobile Unlimited Premium on the T-Mobile network. I guess, yeah, we can show the Warp network. So US Mobile, they have their unlimited premium plan. It's available on AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. You do get priority data on Verizon and on AT&T. And we're looking at the annual option now, but it's $44 a month if you go with the monthly option. AT&T, again, it's incredible. Unlimited priority, truly unlimited priority, 200 gigs of hotspot, first 100 gigs at full speed, second 100 gigs at 8 megabits per second, and then unlimited at 600 kilobits per second, 4K video, and awesome international features. If you wanted to go on the Verizon network, then you're looking at 100 gigs of priority with up to 50 gigs of hotspot. That Apple Watch line is included for free. And 10, 15 bucks to add a tablet, and also pretty good international features as well. But really, I mean, for the price, I think Mobile X is going to be better. 25 bucks for 199. We could add taxes and fees in here just to give a more accurate comparison. So let's do taxes and fees included. Mobile X jumps up to $27.03. I mean, that's phenomenal as well. Another awesome option, I mean, Visible Plus, especially with Visible's promo, like the $5 off, where it's only 30 bucks a month for your first year. That is a really incredible deal. What are you getting with Visible Plus? It's a great question. It is truly unlimited priority data. It's unlimited hotspot data at 10 megabits per second. So Sid, I don't know if you're going to be using hotspot a lot, but if you are, Visible Plus is probably one of the better options here. 1080p video streaming. It's going to look awesome on your phone. $10 to add a watch, and tablets are not supported. So really good price point here as well. And I think that's going to be less than the $75 for Go 5G. So I would definitely consider, a different plan. Visible Plus Pro, we did talk about it. A little bit more expensive. Same unlimited priority, ups the hotspot speeds from 10 megabits per second to 15 megabits per second, and ups that video quality from 1080p to 4K. And it includes that Apple Watch for free. So that could be, could be an option as well, depending on what you need. Those are probably what I would go for. Oh, we can't forget the legendary Total 5G Unlimited. So Total 5G Unlimited, it's unlimited high-speed data, unlimited priority on Verizon, 15 gigs of high-speed hotspot. And the big thing here is it's $25 a month when you bring your own device, right? Like you cannot beat the value of this plan. I think Visible has a nicer experience right now in terms of mobile app and usage, but in terms of pure value, Total 5G Unlimited with that BYOD promo, yeah, this is probably one of the best deals available. On T-Mobile, you could consider T-Mobile prepaid. Prepaid does come with 50 gigs of priority, but basically no hotspot here, 720p video streaming, and I'm estimating the total about $53.80 a month. Otherwise, Google Fi Unlimited, you would want to go with actually, the new unlimited standard could work. Let's turn off the taxes and fees quickly so we can actually see what the price is. Because I haven't signed up for this one yet, so I don't know what it is. Yeah, but 50 bucks normally, and 50 gigs of priority, 25 gigs of hotspot on T-Mobile. That could be good. Or, I mean, if you like doing device trade-in deals with T-Mobile, this might sound crazy, but you could honestly consider upgrading to the Experience More plan. And I know it's more expensive than what you're currently paying, but the key with Experience More is it offers the $830 off phone trade-in deals, and that extra credit makes it pretty reasonable. So could be worth, oops, just like shrank the screen. That's kind of cool though. I didn't know I could do that and make it bigger. Bam. All right. But yeah, with the extra trade-in credit, it becomes more affordable is what I would say. So could be worth looking into as well. Let me see if I can just like quickly pull up the pricing breakdown here. Yeah. Boom. Copy. Here we go. So this is the average cost to upgrade your phone every 2 years. The reason we're looking at 2 years is because T-Mobile does 2-year upgrades. And if we just group by lines, the one line option, you can see T-Mobile Go 5G. It's actually down here. Zoom in a bit so you can see that and get rid of those. So Go 5G is actually more expensive. And the reason it's more expensive is because you're only getting $300 of trading credit versus 800 to 1,000. And if you considered, I thought I had Go 5G experience more is what it would be. But the most similar plan would be Go 5G Plus at the moment. That'll give you the $830 off, and it does end up being cheaper in the long haul. So that could be an option as well. So Sid, I hope that is helpful and you're able to switch your plan and save some money. You can't really, I mean, there's tons of great options out there. So yeah, I hope that helps. All right, all-time oldies. Thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate it. Travis says, Slat is having an aneurysm. Can you please talk about Spectrum Mobile? Sure. We can hit Spectrum Mobile up. They offer some pretty reasonable plans on the Verizon network. So they're using Verizon for coverage. And you have to be a Spectrum Mobile internet customer in order to get the mobile service. But the plans are pretty good. So if you go into Spectrum's website, which is evidently a little bit slow, you can see the options. Oh, boom. What did I say? They were giving away free mobile service, and here they are. 1 line of unlimited mobile for a full year. And that is for new customers, I think, who sign up. The 2 unlimited options are going to be unlimited and unlimited plus. So you're getting unlimited talk, text, and data. This is really a 30 gig plan. So 30 gigs of high-speed data and then slow speeds. You're getting 5 gigs of hotspot data and then slow speeds. No contracts. Pretty awesome. And it looks like 2,000 monthly minutes per line of calling to Canada and Mexico, and then pay-per-use calling to over 180 countries. Wanted to upgrade to unlimited plus. All of a sudden, you're bumping from 30 gigs of high speed to 50 gigs of high speed, which is really nice. You get Spectrum's anytime upgrade, which I guess means that you can upgrade whenever you want. You can also upgrade whenever you want if you just buy your phone outright. 10 gigs of hotspot data here, free international texting. You're also now getting free roaming in 180 countries. 10 gigs of free. This is actually quite good. I didn't realize Spectrum was doing this. And then 2,000 monthly minutes per line to Canada and Mexico, and then pay-per-use to 180 countries. So really good. I guess very reasonably priced plans. And yeah, nothing bad to say. I mean, except that it's Spectrum. The customer service might not be so good, but the value seems pretty reasonable. And if we just go in here, I think the website does a better job with the details and everything. So we just reset 1 line and then Spectrum. Yeah. Oh, so I've noted that it is priority data. So that's really nice as well. And I also have noted 4K video streaming, and the slow speeds look like they're 1 megabit per second. So it's actually somewhat usable after you go over, as opposed to being throttled to 256 kilobits per second, which is what Google Fi does. And then, wow, they definitely upgraded their international features. So I got to update this on the website as well. But yeah, hopefully, Slat, I hope that helps. And Travis, I hope that helps kind of talk about Spectrum Mobile. Definitely not a bad option to consider if you are a Spectrum internet customer. So that is what I'll say. Green, thoughts on the new Razr Ultra? Ooh, I have not seen the Razr Ultra. Let's see what is cooking. Interesting. Motorola Razr Ultra. Looks like this is their flagship. We're going to accept the cookies. I'm big into cookies. Flagship folding phone, the vertical kind. Really nice looking display on the back with the 2 cameras. Looks like it comes in hot pink. Wow, that is a That is a hot pink. That is well named. Midnight blue. Oof. Yeah, I do want an interactive 3D model. Shout out to the designers here. Wow, that's cool. Mocha. I don't want to say this wrong. Moose. I'm gonna say mocha moose. That could be wrong, but I'll commit to it. Mocha moose looks kind of chocolatey or like coffee like. I think well named. Peach fuzz. Something about fuzz just doesn't not hitting with me. The color looks pretty decent though. And then spring green. Wow. Flip the script. Moto AI, very skeptical. It looks cool. I think Motorola, if you're looking for a vertically folding phone, I think this could definitely be one to consider, is what I'll say. All right. Let's see what else we got cooking in the chats. These guys keep coming in. Thoughts on Xfinity free 1 year plus 24-month device payment? Yeah, I think if you have Xfinity, I think that's a totally reasonable deal. We were just kind of like looking at that for Spectrum. So let's pull up Xfinity Mobile. Hopefully this works. Xfinity redid their website recently, and all right, cool. Yeah, boom. Get an unlimited 5G mobile line included for a year with your internet. I think that's fantastic. Xfinity or Xfinity Now internet required. There is a $25 one-time activation fee. Not outrageous. The big carriers typically charge $35. And then you need to just maintain your internet. And the speeds of unlimited are reduced to 1.5 down and 750 up after 30 gigs of data per line. Yeah, I think that's totally a great value, especially for 1 year. And if you do a phone financing deal, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I definitely prefer buying the phone outright, but wait, let's see what some of the promotions are. Sorry, I clicked on, I think, bring your own device or something. Wait, where did they go? Here they are. 16 Pro Max. Let's just check that. Because it says up to $830 with trade-in promo. All right, so add a line or upgrading an existing device and save $830 when you choose Premium Unlimited and trade in your phone. So yeah, it looks like this would require upgrading to that Premium Unlimited plan. But yeah, I think totally reasonable. I think the plan is good. It's using Verizon, so coverage is going to be great, and it's included for free. So it's kind of hard to argue for free, right? Okay, what else we got cooking? Wow, you guys are just incredible. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna say Yimi Diaz. Hopefully that is close to accurate, and I sincerely apologize if it is not. Either way, the question is best plan AT&T Unlimited Premium PL, $230 plus tax, 5 lines, $46 a line after BYOD plus AARP, $130, 30 tax, 5 lines, $26 a line. Yeah, I think to summarize this, we can go to AT&T's discount page. Yeah, here we go. So check this out. I actually took advantage of this discount myself. Very easy to do. So AT&T offers their signature program. They offer discounts to business employees, AARP. Oh, I don't want to provide feedback. AARP members, military veterans, first responders, teachers, nurses and physicians, unions, and students. You'll notice there are 2 types of discounts. Students, AARP members, and business employees, you save $10 a month on the best unlimited plan, which is going to be unlimited premium PL. The other discount is for military veterans, first responders, and I think teachers, and it's just 25% off all AT&T plans. So your bill is just dropped by 25%. And so the secret that is being brought up here is anyone can get AARP. The AARP membership, it's like the annual retired or the Retired Persons of America. What is AARP? AARP. American Association of Retired Persons. Boom. You can join and explore the benefits, and it's $15 for your first year. So the point is being brought up. You pay $15. Suddenly you're eligible for AARP. Suddenly you're eligible to save $10 per line per month. You got 4 lines, boom, instant $40 in savings. And then if you bring your own device, AT&T does have a good BYOD promo. Let's see. Yeah, bring your own device, and you're saving up to $360 per line. So you can stack these together to really lower your AT&T bill to get an excellent value on your AT&T service. And Yimmy, again, like, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that, but it looks like you are getting an unreasonably good deal on your AT&T service by following those steps, bringing your own device, getting the AARP, and really saving big. So a huge shout out and congratulations to you for beating the system. All right. And I hope that is helpful, sharing the word with everyone. Sid is back. Sid, thank you so much again for your generosity and support. Thanks for the plan recommendation. Does US Mobile have full band access of Verizon and T-Mobile? And is it priority the same level as prepaid and postpaid? Yeah, great question. So we can go ahead and just clarify the US Mobile priority situation. Pull up the best phone plan site here and just quickly go through the plan. So we'll take this question one at a time. Does US Mobile have full band access of Verizon and T-Mobile? Yes. You'll get access to all of the antenna bands and the identical coverage as the native network. And again, what is the native network? If you go to the CoverageMap website and you go to our signal strength map, we show the native networks for all of the carriers. So this is what AT&T's native network looks like. You'll get full coverage on this on US Mobile. Verizon, you will get full coverage on Verizon's native network. I actually think US Mobile does include some roaming on Verizon's LTE IRA roaming partners. So you will get coverage there in some of the areas that offer that. And then same thing with T-Mobile. You will get full coverage on T-Mobile's native network that you can find at CoverageMap.com or map.coveragemap.com as it is. I can throw that in the chat if anyone wants to go ahead and take a look. So yeah, full band access and identical coverage to the native networks with additional roaming on Verizon, no roaming on the other partners. In terms of network priority, so US Mobile is a little different. Let's pull up US Mobile Unlimited Premium. Let's scroll down a bit and we can take a look here. And let's see discounts. I just want regular price. I don't want any of the annual. Well, that didn't really filter them out. So another thing that I can work on. When you're looking at US Mobile, we'll look at the annual options just because they're all nicely in a row. When you're looking at US Mobile's unlimited premium plan, you have 3 options. Dark Star, which is AT&T, Lightspeed, which is T-Mobile, and Warp, which is Verizon. On AT&T, you are getting unlimited priority. Exact same priority data as AT&T postpaid on unlimited premium PL and unlimited extra EL, as well as AT&T prepaid on prepaid unlimited max and prepaid unlimited max plus, and the same as Cricket's unlimited plan, same priority level, QCI 8. On T-Mobile, it turns out it is deprioritized. So it is QCI 7. This is the standard priority on T-Mobile for MVNOs. It's the same priority as Mint Mobile, the same priority as Metro by T-Mobile, and all other T-Mobile MVNOs. In my opinion, you do not need priority data on T-Mobile. In fact, I don't think you need it on AT&T or Verizon either. But because you are asking about it, we will clarify that. So it is deprioritized on T-Mobile, which US Mobile calls Lightspeed. Verizon, it is 100 gigs of priority on Verizon. You just need to activate with a 5G phone, which is becoming more and more common these days. But this 100 gigs of priority, it is, again, QCI 8, same priority as Verizon Unlimited Ultimate, Verizon Unlimited Plus, Visible Plus Pro, total 5G unlimited, total 5G plus unlimited, and all of the other plans that offer priority on Verizon. So, Sid, I hope that helps answer your question. You are pretty much getting the exact same experience on US Mobile as you are from the big carriers directly on AT&T and Verizon. And T-Mobile, you are deprioritized, and I don't think that matters that much. So I hope that's helpful. And thank you again for your generosity and your support there. Next question is from Eric. If we can use the US Mobile plan in a tablet, will the included watch line still function properly, even if the tablet becomes the primary device? Eric, great question. Candidly, man, I don't know. I don't know. And I'm going to err on the side of caution here and say probably not. I would say probably not. Because it is a voice line, but it's also a tablet. And I just think, like, how would you set up an Apple Watch with a tablet is my question. Maybe it's different on Android, but at least on iPhone, I think you do need the phone to set up the watch, or you're like setting it up in companion mode or a different mode or something. So I'm gonna say no, probably not. You may want to reach out to US Mobile support and just ask them and see what they say. And thank you very much. So I hope that is helpful. I'm sorry I don't have more of a definitive answer. And thank you again for your generosity and support. All right, Max S. Studying abroad in the UK for 3 months. Any advice on cell phone plans for the UK? We'll also probably be traveling to other countries in Europe. Max S. Great question. I do have some recs. So let's pull them up. I would say US Mobile Unlimited Premium, fantastic option. I think Lightspeed includes the most countries, up to 10 gigs and 180. Although if you wanted Darkstar, that is 20 gigs in 49 countries. And high probability that UK is included in there. Let's just go to US Mobile's website. We'll go to features, international data. You're going to be on Darkstar and United Kingdom. Boom. United Kingdom is included. So you'd get 20 gigs, 200 minutes, and 250 texts, which is just awesome. And again, the Darkstar plan is that AT&T network, and that is the plan that is currently on sale right now. So it's that $35 a month with code FULLSPEED. Basically impossible to beat for the value. Another great option if you're traveling abroad is going to be Google Fi. Let's go ahead and pull that up. And I forget what they call this. It is unlimited premium. So it's their unlimited premium plan. It is more expensive than US Mobile, right? So US Mobile, you could grab it for $35 a month with that promo code. This is jumping up to $65 a month. But instead of 20 gigs, you're now getting 50 gigs in 200 countries, free international texting. Downside, international calls are billed at 20 cents per minute. So something to keep in mind. Otherwise, free watch line, free tablet line included. So that could be helpful. I mean, if you just need like internet for a tablet, or this would even work in a cellular laptop if you happen to have one of those. So pretty cool product. And what's really nice about Google Fi is it just works. US Mobile, I think, also works pretty well. You just need to enable it from your account dashboard. And I think just make sure the roaming feature is turned on your phone as well. So I think that would be another option. We just saw that Spectrum included. I think it was on their website. I don't think I even had it on my plans. Yeah. Free roaming in 180 countries, including Canada and Mexico, with 10 gigs. If you have Spectrum internet, I mean, this might be an option to look more into. So I would check that out. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. The other option, Max, you could honestly just keep your current plan and then consider using a service such as Airlo. Airlo is international data only eSIMs. We don't want notifications. And so for the UK, some of their options here. Now, these typically do have higher latency, and might not. I guess that's true with the other plans as well. Even if you're roaming internationally, sometimes you just get higher latency. But you're looking at a gig for a day for free. You can do a gig for a week for $5. Sounds like you're going to be there for 3 months. So you'd be looking at maybe 5 gigs, 30 days. Grab one of these, or 10 gigs, 30 days for $22.50. That's not bad at all. Or 20 gigs for 30 days for $36. I would consider checking that out. And there's a bunch. I mean, honestly, great resource for this is esim.db. esimdb.com, excuse me. And you're just going to say, hey, I'm going to the United Kingdom, and boom, you can start exploring the different options here and see what the best plan is. I would say you probably want longest validity. Firsty. That's interesting. It looks like it's unlimited, but 256, so probably not very helpful. No expiry. 50 gigs. Here's one. Oh, but it's $85. But it looks like, okay, my guess is that for KeepGo, for example, it's $85, but it's 50 gigs and it just lasts has however long it takes you to use the 50 gigs. So that could be an option. The international eSIMs that we're looking at here, they don't include talk or text typically. It's typically just data only. That is something to keep in mind as well. US Mobile and Google Fi will support both talk and text. So Max S, I hope that is helpful, and I hope you have an amazing time in the UK. I think it's going to be so much fun and just incredible. And we now support UK on the CoverageMap, so you can check out the map and see where you're going to go and see what network might be good in that area. If your phone is unlocked, you could also sign up for a carrier in the UK. They've got EE, Vodafone, O2, and that could be another really affordable option as well. And it looks like from what I'm seeing on the map here, this is, I think, EE, right? Yeah, EE seems to have the fastest speeds and some of the best coverage nationwide. So yeah, it could be worth checking out. So yeah, Max, I hope that is helpful. And again, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Let's go back to the actual chat stream here because it's been going like crazy. Chris is saying that Darkstar, in fact, added more countries to international roaming. So it's up from, I think, 40 countries to now over 40 countries. Max says, I was told I should have a UK number is the only thing. All right, if you want a UK number, I think you want to go to one of the carriers. That's going to be EE, O2, 3, or Vodafone, and just grab a line from them. They will have sort of prepaid options like there are in the United States. I'm sure there are some MVNOs over there as well. I'm just a little bit less familiar with what the setup is like. So yeah, consider checking that out. I mean, Lewis is saying I use the Orange holiday card when I travel to Europe, and it's pretty great. Comes with talk and text too. So yeah, Max S, maybe consider checking that out. Ooh, Arthur, this is a good question. With the new Google Fi plans, do you still recommend 4 lines on US Mobile Unlimited Starter, or do you now recommend 4 lines on Google Fi Unlimited Standard? Arthur, yeah, great question. As always, I think this comes with some nuance. I think here, let's boom, 4 lines, data unlimited. Let's just pull this up right now. This is actually pretty cool. So reset lines, 4 lines, data unlimited, carrier, US Mobile, and then we also want Google Fi. Google Fi, and we can start to compare these. If we scroll down, Google Fi Simply Unlimited versus US Mobile Unlimited Starter. Well, I guess Simply Unlimited has been discontinued, and it's actually now Unlimited Standard. Oh, man. That's crazy. So Google Fi Unlimited Standard, $100 plus tax. Tax can be quite a lot on Google Fi, like $8 a line kind of deal. So this could be looking at $124 for 4 lines. US Mobile tax and fees included. So price goes to US Mobile. 50 gigs of priority versus 35 gigs of deprioritized data. Again, I don't think priority really matters, but Google Fi, definitely nice to have that. 25 gigs hotspot versus 10 gigs hotspot, then 480p versus 720p video streaming. Apple Watch line, or excuse me, a cellular watch is included for free on Google Fi versus a $9.50 add-on for US Mobile, and actually technically not supported on Lightspeed. You can, I believe, add a standalone watch line, but it would just be its own watch line on Verizon. So I should probably update this card. I think just looking at the top part here, I mean, like pros to US Mobile, you can have each line technically on its own separate network. So if some people in your family they want Verizon, they can grab this plan on the Warp network. Some people want AT&T, they can grab this plan on the Darkstar network. And if you want T-Mobile, then boom, you can grab it on the Lightspeed network. Google Fi, everyone's going to be on T-Mobile, but it is a really good price. The hotspot is really nice. The priority, I don't think it really matters, so I'll disregard that. And the watch line could be nice if you use that. If it were me personally, I would probably go with US Mobile. I do think, yeah, you're getting less high speed data and you're getting a less hotspot data, but I think this is enough for most people. I mean, it's enough for me personally. So this is the plan I'm on. So I'm probably a little biased here, but I think the price after all taxes and fees is really what solidifies it for me. I don't think it's necessarily worth it unless you're going to use the extra features. I don't think it's worth paying extra to get those. Is basically the bottom line here. And yeah, here's the Warp network, for example. So this is the one that's on Verizon. Same deal. And it is worth noting, if anyone wanted the AT&T network, is that even here? Yeah, if anyone wanted US Mobile unlimited starter on AT&T, that's actually 70 gigs of high speed and 20 gigs of hotspot. So really, really good value if you wanted AT&T coverage. So I think, look, Google Fi is awesome. This is a good value plan. I don't think you can go wrong. Google Fi does offer good promos on the Pixel device right now, and that may be compelling. But I think just having the tax included, I think the simplicity and management on the US Mobile dashboard, I think the ability to switch networks with their teleport feature, I think the ability to potentially add a secondary network for like $15 a month. I think that's really cool. So I would say, I think for more people, US Mobile will be the better option. And Google Fi is a great option as well. But yeah, I think my personal choice would be US Mobile. Akaivo is saying a game changer for Google Fi would be to include international on all the lower plans as well, even if it's 256 kilobits per second like T-Mobile. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, what kind of stinks is international features on the standard plan. You get international texting, and then it's pay per minute, and then it's free roaming in Canada and Mexico. US Mobile, free international texting. The international calling is included with the annual option, but it's $3 extra for the month-to-month option. And then honestly, Canada, Mexico roaming, that is an add-on, and so is the international roaming. So both pretty similar in that department. Omar says, thanks so much, Mike's Jr. Boom, Stink Bomb, what is up? Thinking about switching carriers. What do you recommend for under $35 a month? I guess, Stink Bomb, who do you currently have? That is my question. I would say number one pick right now, I mean, this is just too easy. Visible Plus with their current promo, $30 flat, taxes and fees included, unlimited priority on Verizon, unlimited hotspot at 10 megabits per second. It's a great value. It is a great value. If you wanted to save even more, you could do the legendary BYOD offer with Total Wireless. Let's pull that up on stream. Reset, one line. Total Wireless, you could get total 5G unlimited for just $25. I don't think the app and website are as good. Granted, I haven't used it in a hot minute, so maybe they've improved. Still, $25 a month when you bring your own device. Unlimited priority, 15 gigs hotspot. It's even cheaper than Visible. 720p video streaming, really, really good value. So I would say if you want Verizon coverage, total 5G unlimited is probably the best value. Visible is probably a little bit better experience because of their, refinement of mobile app and such. I'm trying to think if there's anything on AT&T. That didn't really help, did it? Let's do coverage AT&T data unlimited. Oh yeah, US Mobile Unlimited Starter Dark Star could be awesome. We were just talking about it, $70 of high speed and 20 gigs of hotspot. Another like really fabulous option on AT&T. And if you wanted to go with the unlimited premium plan, you could grab US Mobile's discount, right? So it's $35 a month with code full speed. And that is technically within budget. Taxes and fees are included. So if you want AT&T, this is probably the best of the best. And then the better value is doing the unlimited starter option or even the unlimited starter annual option from US Mobile. And if you wanted T-Mobile coverage, let's say T-Mobile coverage. Oh, the easy answer is Mint. Yeah, Mint Mobile's unlimited plan, $30 normally, but $20 a month for your first year. It is upfront, so $240 upfront, something to keep in mind. Still, it's unlimited high-speed data on the T-Mobile network. It is deprioritized. I don't think that matters. 10 gigs of hotspot, 480p video, and watch and tablet are not supported, and some okay international features. So Stink Bomb, I hope that is helpful. Bottom line, Mint on T-Mobile, US Mobile if you want Verizon coverage, and if you want, excuse me, I said that wrong. US Mobile if you want AT&T coverage, and if you want Verizon coverage, that's when you're looking at the total wireless plan. So yeah, I hope that is helpful. Brian's saying, yeah, for Mint comes out to like $262 after tax. So let's see, 262 divided by 12, $21.83 a month. Can't beat it. Stink Bomb says I have Verizon. Yeah. So if you want Verizon to save more, I would say, yeah, total 5G. Absolutely. Why is the iPhone 16 Pro so cheap on Swappa right now? Cool 30. Swappa is just always giving the best deals imaginable. It is unreal that a site like this exists. And it's so good. What are we looking at? I don't even want to know. Like, I spent so much money on mine when it came out. iPhone 16 Pro, $704. Let's do unlocked, fair condition, 819. Dang. That's depreciated more than I would have liked, honestly. That looks like it's in good condition to me. I'd buy that and use it for $820. Dang, that's good. That is a good value. That is a good value. Yeah, for those of you who are unfamiliar, Swappa is just this site for buying and selling gently used electronics. I've bought and sold 17, 18 devices on here. It's great. I actually bought my laptop on Swappa that we're streaming off of right now. Bought a bunch of devices on Swappa. So I like the platform. That's why I bring it up a lot. And you can save a lot of money. So it could be worth checking out. I'm sad they got rid of their affiliate program. So now I just promote them and don't earn anything for it, but it is what it is. Yes. Oh my gosh. Joys of the San Joaquin Valley. You are absolutely correct. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Happy May 5th. Thank you for the reminder. Happy Cinco de Mayo for anyone who celebrates. And hope you have a wonderful holiday. Stink Bomb, you are most welcome. Omar says Stetson Total Wireless is a great recommendation. 50% off, $30. Yeah, that's another really good one too. I have mixed feelings about it. If you go to Total Wireless's website, which I would love for them to improve, go to shop, phone plans, don't need my zip code. Like, Verizon literally has nationwide coverage. How come you need my zip code? I don't understand. Here's the thing. It's the hotspot data. I think I would rather have 15 gigs of high-speed hotspot than unlimited hotspot at 5 megabits per second. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Maybe 5 megs isn't that bad, but at least that's what I'm thinking. And total 5G is at cheaper price, but Total 5G Plus does come with that free Disney Plus premium subscription. And Andor, if you're a Star Wars fan at least, is streaming right now, and I think it's a fabulous show. So that would probably tempt me. And for $5 extra, you can't really Yeah, you know what? Who am I kidding? I would 100% get total 5G unlimited, and I would try and cop that Disney Plus premium included as well. I mean, that's just too good to be true. Too good to be true. Boom, big tank. I got the Google Fi Essentials, and it's great. Pixel 9a on free bill credits. Big tank, big move. I respect it. I think that was a good deal, especially with the free phone on bill credits. I mean, you can't beat it. And $35 a month for that plan. Honestly, great deal. Zach SC, what is the best cheap plan under $10? Zach, we'll give you an answer right now. Compare plans on the Best Phone Plans website. Let's just reset this, both in terms of zoom and in terms of filters. One line, price filter. Let's do 0, 5, and $10. What we got? Sponsored, but a great pick. US Mobile's $10 2 gig plan. Absolutely fantastic value. 2 gigs for $10. Somehow includes free international texting and free international calling. And somehow the data works in Canada and Mexico. I actually don't know if they have launched this feature, but they did say they were going to launch this feature. So hopefully it's launched. Yeah, really great value plan. Free. You cannot beat free, and Helium Mobile's Zero plan is free. You can grab it. You don't even need an invite code anymore, I don't think. I think it's officially launched. 3 gigs of data, 100 minutes, and 300 texts. I mean, it's just like outrageously good. And of course, you're probably wondering, like, how can this plan be free, right? Like, that seems too good to be true. I have spoken with some of the folks at Helium, and what my understanding is, so with this plan, you do need to have location access turned on. And the way Helium works is it's sort of this crowd-built network, and they're using cryptocurrency as like a reward mechanism. So if you are a network deployer, you put up a Helium mobile hotspot, and this is basically plugs into your Wi-Fi, and it's creating a Wi-Fi network that Helium mobile customers can join. So think of like, let's say you're a coffee shop owner. You've got Xfinity internet, and most of the time customers would have to come in, enter the Wi-Fi password to join your network, and then they'd be on your network at your coffee shop. If you got a Helium mobile hotspot device, you could plug this into your router, and it would allow Helium mobile customers to just seamlessly connect to the Wi-Fi at your coffee shop. So they would show in, the device would recognize the network, connect, and you basically get like the data on the Wi-Fi network. And part of their reward mechanism is they're rewarding people who put up the hotspot devices based on how much data is transferred over those hotspot devices. And they're also tracking where users are located to try and incentivize people to build out the network. Like, hey, a lot of users go to this coffee shop. The coffee shop owner should put up a hotspot. Or a lot of people go to this like restaurant or mall. They should put up a hotspot device. And again, part of their mechanism is they reward users who shared the location with their, I think it's the AT&T Helium Network token, that cryptocurrency reward. With the free plan, instead of that reward going directly to you, it goes to Helium. And they're using that reward, which has value, the AT&T token has value, to then cover the cost of the plan, is my understanding. And so that's kind of how that works. Hopefully that makes sense. That was probably a lot and kind of confusing, but hopefully it makes sense. You also have some options from Text Now. They have $1 a month. It actually might be $1 for an hour. So that's probably what that means. But it's 300 megabytes for an hour. So if you just need talking text and then data every once in a while, could be decent. $5 gives you 2 gigs for 24 hours. This can add up quickly though. So, careful about that. Good to Go Mobile's got an annual plan. $5 a month, so $60 a year for a gig of high-speed data. No hotspot though, which is a little bit of a bummer. And genuinely have no idea on the video streaming. I would assume 480p. Red Pocket, something similar. Annual plan, $60 a year, and it's going to be 500 megabytes, so half the data. But you do get hotspot here and 720p streaming. Talk and text is limited to 500 minutes and 500 text though. And then you've got some options from Tello. $6 a gig, included hotspot, 100 minutes, and 100 texts. So honestly, not bad. And then US Mobile Lite, the annual plan is $8 with 2 gigs. So yeah, Zach SC, I hope that is helpful. If I were in your shoes, I would probably look at US Mobile's 2 gig plan. If you're open to Helium Mobile, could be worth checking them out. Hard to disagree with free. And Tello could be really good as well. What's nice about Tello is if you renew your bill manually a day early, your unused data rolls over. So you could actually accumulate a good amount of data on Tello, and that could be really beneficial potentially. So yeah, Zach, I hope that is helpful. um, yeah, Voodoo 1013, you're basically a Helium miner. I mean, so you're like collecting rewards for sharing your location, but on the free plan, the rewards go to Helium. If you are on a paid plan, the rewards go to you. And so Helium uses the rewards to cover the costs, and that's kind of how it works. Yeah. Apple AI, hopefully it gets better. I agree, Cool 30. It's not very good right now. Texas, thank you. You're most welcome. Good luck on your journey. Gaurav Gary says, hey, Stetson, sticking with your advice, sticking to Visible, not going for Spectrum. Customer service feedback was not that encouraging. Yeah, it's true. I don't think any of the ISPs are known for having, well, Xfinity allegedly says they're known for having pretty good customer service on their mobile side. Internet side, maybe not so much, but on their mobile side, seems okay. Spectrum, yeah, I can't say they're necessarily known for good customer service. In the least. So I think sticking with Visible is 100% the move. Travis says, bye Stetson, we love you. Thanks for all the great information. V-Graphs, can't wait for you to wear a CoverageMap tank top this summer. Travis, thank you so much for your generosity and your support. You're right. I guess I should probably update the merch, get something keeps it cool. It's actually very toasty in this room right now. You can see the door is closed. There is no air circulation. And when you have bright lights shining on you, they output a pretty substantial amount of heat, is what I would say. So, yeah, maybe we rock a tank top or at least the t-shirt in the summer. Yeah. Esther Jones, thoughts on the new T-Mobile postpaid plans? Esther, you're 100% correct. They are expensive. I touched on this on my last live stream, and I'm working on a video that will be more in depth. And you know what, Esther, and everyone who's here, I think I can give you a sneak preview of the video because why not? Let's see if I can cue this up. Here we go. Yeah, man, I like this stuff. It's super fun. So we'll just pull it up. We won't go through it because I think that would take too long. But that's the stop screen, present, share screen. Here we go. So this is a teaser for the upcoming video. So if add to stage, there it is. Boom. And I'm basically talking about the T-Mobile old plans versus the new plans. If you're looking at, so the new plans, what are the new plans? It's, I don't even think I have a slide that shows them all, but it's Experience More and Experience Beyond. Experience More is replacing the outgoing Go 5G Plus plan. And there are only, I think, like 3 key differences. Number 1, price. Went from tax included to tax extra. This means a price increase for most people. Hotspot, number 2, hotspot increased 10 gigabytes, going from 50 gigs to 60 gigs. And number 3, you get free Starlink on Go 5G Plus until July. Then it's going to be $10 extra. And with T-Mobile Experience More, you're getting Starlink free until the end of the year. So overall, probably not worth it for most people, right? And those are the differences, and the same international features, exact same all other features, and same perks as well. Okay, so no change in the perks. Again, not really worth it for most people. And this slide here, if I just go to animate, build order, here it is. We can preview this. I know it looks like a jumbled mess right now, but this is what it looks like in total. So I'm estimating about $5.29 in taxes and fees. And when you look at the breakdown, that's what, wow, this is just horrendous to view. The problem is the animations. You just can't see the animations. The bottom line is it's a price increase. Okay, it's going to be more expensive. And then we talked about the perks again. And then I go into some fee. All right. And then, it was Experience Go 5G Next and Experience Beyond. There are actually a substantial number of differences here. And I'll just duplicate this. Oops, hit the wrong button. Duplicate this, bring it down so I don't mess anything up, and then delete that so we can actually see here. A couple key differences. Hotspot increased 5x, going from 50 gigs to 250 gigs. Substantial for hotspot users. The Canada and Mexico data increased from 15 gigs to 30 gigs. And international data increased 3x, 5 gigs to 15 gigs. So decent upgrades. It is worth noting that Go 5G Next customers are actually getting their plan upgraded for free to these exact same features come May 30th. So no reason for Go 5G Next to upgrade. And that was kind of the next part of the slide. Like, should you upgrade? Go 5G. Wow, this really is just a disaster without the animations. Let's see, build order. Here we go. So Go 5G Next. I need to pause these for the stream. Here, I'll duplicate it again. Put it down here. Go 5G Next. The answer is no. Not maybe. The answer is definitively no, because you're literally getting the exact same features added to your plan on May 30th. So don't upgrade at all. Go 5G, Go 5G Plus, the answer is now maybe. And the reason is okay, if you want the extra, here it is. If you want the extra hotspot data, or you want, you have a tablet or watch line and you want those to be cheaper, that can make sense to upgrade. Yeah, that's really it. Or you need the Canada, Mexico roaming or the international data, maybe upgrade. But I think for most people, you're probably fine sticking with Go 5G Plus. And then the surprising answer is if you're on Go 5G Magenta or Magenta Max, I actually do think it is worth upgrading. And the reason is because if you look at the net cost, right? The cost of the phone and the cost of the plan. I mean, if you take a look, so Go 5G Max, back when it was getting the full $830 of trading credit, phenomenal value. Unfortunately, with the new plans, my understanding is Magenta Max has been relegated to only getting $300 of credit, which now makes it the most expensive option. Go 5G, also quite expensive because they're only getting $300 of credit. Magenta, same thing. It's more expensive than Experience More. So I actually think it is worth upgrading. If you have Go 5G Magenta or Magenta Max, I do think it is worth upgrading to Experience More because it will end up being more affordable. Yeah. So Esther, I hope that is helpful. I think they are expensive, and depending on your needs, they can be worth it, especially if you factor in the trading credit for getting a new device. So that's what I'll say there. Voodoo 1013, thank you so much for the super chat. The Pixel 9 Pro case. This is it. I bought it off of Amazon. Let's see if there's a brand on it somewhere. Awesome news. There is not, which looks really clean, but it also means I have no idea off of the top of my head. And so I'm going to do a little deep dive research for you. I'm going to go into my Amazon purchase history. Let's go to my orders here and search for Pixel 9 and see what comes up. Boom. We got it. And let's throw this on a screen that I can share. All right. We are cooking. Stop screen, present, share screen, window. Boom. Does that work? Here it is. It is this. And I will, this is one signed in now. I'll grab, I'm 100% going to grab my affiliate link for this one because I can. So copy link. Oh, here we go. Get link. So if you're interested, you can check it out. This is an Amazon affiliate link, full disclosure. And the case is the Hen Simple For Google Pixel 9 Pro XL case, magnetic phone case with screen protector, compatible with MagSafe, translucent black slim, shockproof protective case black. Okay, so this is the exact case that I got. You can see is very affordable at $10. Surprisingly, mid-tier ratings. I've been very happy with this case. Okay, screen protector. I didn't use the screen protector, so don't use that. Great case. Double check your order. It was supposed to be, and the price was wrong. Interesting. Decent, but not great. Okay, so it looks like most of these issues are with the fingerprint sensor not working with the screen protector. Great. I was like, I'm surprised. I thought the case was awesome. And for me, it has been awesome because I don't use the screen protector. But yeah, it's great. Shockproof. I don't know how durable it is, but it looks cool. It's pretty thin. Has MagSafe, which I'm a huge fan of. So it works with all your MagSafe accessories. It comes with that screen protector, which sounds like really interferes with the phone. So I actually wouldn't use that. Yeah, supports fast charging. And this is for the Pixel 9 Pro XL specifically. So yeah, that's the case. Oh, Brian, the website name for the gently used electronics. Couple great options. We've got Swappa. This is one of my faves. Buy and sell gently used. I mean, I come on here. I'm not going to lie, guys. I've been eyeing the Apple Watch Ultra. Okay. So I go to the watches section and, I mean, you've got Samsung watches if you're a Samsung fan. Galaxy Watch Ultra starting at 164. That is unreasonably good. Watch 4 for $32. Watch 4 Classic. Watch 7 for 154. These prices are so good. Series 10 for 257. I actually don't know if that's good or not. Series 6, I just had that. That was pretty good. I'd probably go look. Series 8 for 140. That's crazy. Anyway, I look for Apple Watch Ultra Series 2. Oh, man, it's still kind of pricey, but it's starting at 433 for fair, 479. Here's one, 415, natural good. Oh man, comes with the band and everything. Yeah, that does look pretty good. Yeah, all right. All right, anyway, I need to get off of this because I will buy a watch if I stay here too long. Swappa's good. There's another one called Back Market. Similar concept. Gently used tech, really good option. Here, iPhone 13 unlocked. They're offering $287 for this before trade-in. And it sounds like you can actually trade in your device if you trade in. Get it an offer from a professional refurbisher in about 2 minutes. Add the item to your cart and ship your trade in for free. So kind of a cool system they've got cooking. And 287. Let's actually look. iPhone 13 for 287. And if we go to Swappa, let's do iPhone 13. Just curious. Just kind of curious. Unlocked. And we just want to make sure we're looking at good because there we go. Good. 274. So back market 287, 274, all like very competitive, very reasonable for both. So yeah, a couple of options for you, Brian. So I hope that is helpful. All right, we've got about 5 more minutes here and then I'll have to end the stream. But thank you so much. Let's see what else we got. Esther saying, yeah, cell phone repair shops can have good deals. So wait, cell phone repair shops in meat space can have good deals? What does meat space mean? Is this like some underground deli counter that I don't know of that sells, like you're grabbing your smoked turkey and you're also like picking up your new iPhone 13? Esther, I don't know what's going on there, but yeah. Joys of the San Joaquin Valley. Stetson, are there any smartwatches with the Android operating system on the US market? I think they run Android Wear OS or Google Wear OS. And yeah, I mean, here, I'll just throw up Swappa's site because I'm more familiar with that. But you can go to watches here and they've got your Apple watches, your Samsung watches. These are running, I guess, Samsung's version of Wear OS or whatever. Android smartwatches. You got your Google Pixel watch. So this is 100% running Wear. $63? That is outrageous. Oh, They're on 3 now. I didn't realize that. $250. Interesting. So yeah, these are all, I guess they kind of run like maybe a skinned operating system, but I know the Pixel watches are running Wear OS. I'm pretty sure Google's been working very closely with Samsung. Honestly, unsure what the software is, but I'm high probability it's built off of Android. High probability it's built off of Android. So yeah, I hope that is helpful. DT, have you experienced disappearing signal bars on visible? Bars are invisible for a few seconds and suddenly reappear, but I never lose service. I have not experienced that. Honestly, that sounds like a issue with the phone. DT, maybe like system restore or reboot could help that. Yeah, that's probably an issue with the phone itself. Slampleton 71, thinly sliced iPhone. Haha. Well, they are coming out with the iPhone Air, right? You gotta slice them thin somehow. AN Pathan. Hopefully I said that correctly. My Visible Plus annual plan is about to expire in a week. Should I renew, or is there a better plan out there for the same-ish price? And I'm gonna say renew. I mean, I think personally, if I'm in your shoes, it depends if you have the Apple Watch or not, right? I don't think most people need it. That's my hot take. I think the watch is it's overkill. I'm opting for the new Visible Plus plan is what I would opt for. I think this is the best overall price to performance ratio. If you even wanted to pay monthly for it, test it out for a few months, you could consider that as well. But yeah, I'd opt for Visible Plus. Visible Plus Pro really only if you have that watch or you like really need HD video, which I don't think you need. I think 1080p is fine, which is what Visible Plus has. So, or maybe the extra international features. But yeah, I would do Visible Plus, and that's what I would do. Yeah. I hope that is helpful. Hopefully I didn't confuse you. What do you think about the Helium Zero plan? Mainly asking because of the ID verification. Yeah, I think the ID verification is primarily there to prevent fraud and like people from abusing their system. But I think I have the plan. I actually signed up for it, and mostly by accident. I was trying to figure out what their totals came to after taxes and fees in my area. And to do that, you have to go through the activation flow. And then right before you sign up, it'll tell you the actual price you'll pay. And so I did that. And when I did it for the free plan, because it was free, I think it just activated. And so I have it. And I think it's fine. Like, I think it's a legit plan. The service is on T-Mobile and Helium's hotspot network. And if it works for you, like, I would say give it a try and see what you think. It's free. So it's, not much to lose. Yeah, could be Helium Zero, could be worth keeping your old number for two-factor authentication and stuff. Hey, what do you think about expanding CoverageMap to other cities such as Japan? Yeah, we just launched in the UK and Canada. Anyone who's in Canada can now go to the CoverageMap website and check it out. Because we are now in Canada as well as UK, and we'll hopefully add more countries soon, is what I will say. Scott, what is up? Hey, Stetson, how do I subscribe to your newsletter and get into the Discord? Sorry. I think when you go live for 2 hours, cool, you misspeak. So it is a country. You're right. We will expand to other countries hopefully soon. Scott, I think if you become a channel member, you get access to the Discord. That's the best phone plans Discord. If you become a paid member of the CoverageMap service, CoverageMap Pro, you get access to the CoverageMap Discord as well. And then the newsletter should be in most video descriptions. Not this one, though, because I forgot to add it. But either way. All right, we're at the 2-hour mark, so I'm going to call it. Thank you all so much for tuning in for another live stream talking about cell phone plans. Still can't believe I get to do this. Stay tuned for the T-Mobile video, which is coming out very soon. You saw the keynote. It's almost done. I think you're really going to like it. So that's it for this one. Thank you all so much, and I will see you next week. And happy Cinco de Mayo. All right, bye.